It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back for the IE Network. And this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. We got a jam-packed episode for you today. So just remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. First, we're going to start it off with The Weeknd. And it's been reported that The Weeknd has sold out all 13 stadium shows for his After Hours Till Dawn tour. All stadium shows, 13 of them. Man, The Weeknd is doing numbers. You're talking about, and that's 13 out of 13. So you're talking about stadiums. We're not talking about little old venues. All right? We're talking about stadiums. Now, again, as I said with the other things, when you see sold out, don't give up on going to the show. You can always go to a third-party vendor. When they say sold out, they just mean generally the venue and then the main ticket supplier, like if it's Ticketmaster, Ticketron, or whatever. But then there's always third-party vendors that buy a bunch of tickets as well. So you just have to try to find a third-party vendor in your area, the best one to get the ticket from. But you will be paying a little bit more than if you're paying from the venue or from the main ticket, broker. So shout out to The Weeknd, doing it big. Is The Weeknd the top male pop act right now? Is it The Weeknd or is it Harry Styles? Who y'all got? What do y'all say? Let me know down in the comments. Moving on to Wendy Williams. Now, early this year, former daytime show talk Wendy Williams announced that she had been locked out of her Wells Fargo accounts and forced into a conservatorship. Now, Wendy's former lawyer blows the whistle on the courts in Wells Fargo for exploiting Wendy's health issues in order to control her finances. So I'm looking at this article on Rhymes with Snitch. And it basically says, to be clear, there was never a conflict of interest. The judge in Wells Fargo did not want me on the case. This is from Miami Law. Did not want me on the case because I couldn't be bought. I would never stand by and watch my client be taken advantage of, so they did everything to get me out of the picture, including threatening to report me to the Florida bar if I communicated with my client. Wow. Their goal was to get Wendy back to New York to control her. Wendy was doing well in Florida with her son. She was on the mend, seeing her doctors every day, exercising and having coherent conversations. The person you see today is vastly different from the person you saw of the videos in Florida. And it said she's been isolated and I've done everything in my power to assist her. I filed a complaint with the FINRA against Wells Fargo. I have filed a complaint against the judge for her improper actions. I reported the illegal use of her credit card by a former manager when he hired his attorney to file the guardianship petition to the NYPD. Well, this is insane what they're trying to do to Wendy Williams. Listen, like Wendy Williams or not like her, this is absolutely insane. This is a grown woman. What is Wendy Williams, in her 50s? She's in her 50s? She also adds, and for the record, Kevin Hunter was instrumental to the success of The Wendy Show, and when the production company pushed him out by planting and pushing narratives about him, the whole ship sank. Even if you believe he was a terrible husband, you have to admit he was an awesome TV executive and producer and knew how to produce Wendy. No one else has been able to do so. Maybe you didn't know Radio Wendy, but we all know TV Wendy, and that is due to the hard work of both Wendy and Kelvin. So he was there from the beginning of their journey, so give him credit. It is due. He deserves it. So it looks as though they have pulled a power play on Wendy Williams, and not even her lawyer can help her. That's crazy. They helped push, it seemed like they were all in cahoots, helped push Kelvin out because they knew that Kelvin was not going to allow that, even with him and Wendy splitting up. They knew Kelvin wasn't going to allow that to happen to Wendy. They pushed him out spreading all these narratives about him, pushed him out. Now, of course, yes, he was cheating on Wendy and all those other things, but that doesn't mean, he couldn't still produce her show. He was a good, according to this, like the second or third person that said, if Kelvin was there, this would not have happened to Wendy. So, wow, there's a lot to this. You can go to Rhymes with Snitch to check out. I'm not going to read the entire article, but go to rhymeswithsnitch.com if you want to check out the article. And just good luck to Wendy Williams, man. This is crazy. Moving on to Demi Lovato. Her new album looks like it's going to appear in the top 10. But other than that, this is the Jeanette McCready Get Back. Demi Lovato reveals in new podcast there is a project in the works featuring talks with child stars about their Disney experience. Now, I would like to wonder, because Miley Cyrus is a good friend of Demi Lovato. Is Demi Lovato going to be going for because she knows she faced some sort of rape or what have you when she was a child on Disney, right? I believe she was still underage when that alleged rape happened. So is she going to be talking with them for the good or for the bad? If it's bad experiences, this just continues the impact of Jeanette McCurdy's book that she just put out entitled I'm Glad My Mother Died. So I want to look into this more and see if she's going to be talking, is she going to be giving the real, or is this set out there as a play against Jeanette, who was on Nickelodeon and is bringing to light some of the things that happened to some of the kids on Nickelodeon. Is this going to be put together as a ploy to distract all of the bad things that's been said about child stars? Or is she going the same route as Jeanette? It's going to be interesting to see about this. But that's Demi Lovato, new podcast. There's a project in the works featuring talks with child stars about their Disney experience. So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that. If I get more information, you'll know y'all get it first. Went on to my new favorite group, Blackpink, the hottest group on the planet right now. And YG Entertainment confirms that Blackpink is currently filming the music video for the upcoming title track coming this September. So they're filming the music video for Born Pink. So they're filming that as we see. Currently, Pink Venom is sitting at 178 million views in 5 days. Insane. 178 million views in 5 days for Pink Venom. They're currently in the battle for top digital songs with Super Freaky Girl, for the week. And also, they're in a battle with Soul Sonic for favorite group. That's going to be on the MTV VMAs, right? So right now, it looks like they're up 52% to 48%. And it says here, MTV said, don't blink, but Blackpink has taken over the 2022 stage. So I'm looking forward to their performance, right, at the VMAs. Shout out to Blackpink. We're going to be getting more into them, as they are dominating right now. I'm going to be interested to see where on the top 100 that song lands. Looking like it should definitely be top 20, may even be top 10. But shout out to Blackpink. And finally, moving on to Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Now, people are hitting me up. They want me to comment on Jason Lee's rant or what have you last night on his show, Gagging. Now, a lot of people sent me the live. I was able to check out the live, or the part that I seen more than just that part, but I was able to see the part where he was putting on the rant about Nicki, whatever. First thing about Cardi B that I do agree with is him saying that Cardi B is not active. That's the reason why he's not talking about her in music. Now, I partially believe that and I partially don't. I don't believe that the only reason Jason isn't talking about Cardi B is because she doesn't have music out. She just put out a single last month, all right, or the beginning of this month. So she had music out. You didn't promote the song, and I believe it was because she did not come to that award show that you had. That's just my personal opinion. I can't confirm that. He says he just hasn't been talking about it because she hasn't put out music. I think it's a little more to that, but I digress. As far as what he was saying about Nicki Minaj, hey, that's his opinion. You know, I don't really have a take on his opinion. Do I agree with some of the things that he may have said? Yeah, I agree with some of the things, but I disagree with a lot of the things that he said. As far as he's looking better than Nicki Minaj's career going forward, and that's just ludicrous. I mean, come on, Jason. Nicki Minaj could quit today, right? She could quit today. And there's nothing that I see you doing with your career going forward, because it's only going to go but so far. But there's nothing I really see with you going forward that you'll be able to catch Nicki Minaj once she's done. And then when you said Nicki Minaj is jealous of Cardi B because of her looks, she's not as cute as Cardi B. Now, I definitely disagree with as far as Nicki's face card is never an issue. She's never an issue. While I believe Cardi B is beautiful and I think Cardi B is very sexy, very appealing, you know, Nicki Minaj's face card will never decline. But she's not going to be jealous of anybody as far as their looks. So I just think he was trying to add that just to get under people's skin. You know, if she is, I'm not saying whether I think she is or not, but if she was jealous of anyone, it's definitely not going to be their looks. You know, Nicki's a very beautiful girl. As far as what I do agree with him on, no, I'm not going to tell you that because I've never hit the end of it. So I'm just going to leave it as there are some things I agree with what he said, but there are a lot of things that I disagree, and we'll just leave it at that. Now, as far as Super Freaky Girl, just have to tell people, do not get, I told you in the past, do not get involved with the prediction pages. The prediction pages are hardly ever right. Now, you know, some pages say it's going to be number 2. Some pages say 4. Some pages say 13. Some pages say 30. I've seen a whole bunch of different predictions. Right now it's Wednesday, still really too early. Usually around Thursday, they start getting a grasp of where the song may end up. Most of the time, they're not 100% accurate, but you will start seeing most of the pages have very similar predictions. So just gonna have to wait to see where the song ends up next week. Anyway, your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you everybody for their support. Share this video with your friends.